Hey everyone, Chris here from Valley View Casino Center. Welcome to another episode of POV. On weekends in San Diego, there is no better place to find a deal than here at Kobey's Swap Meet in the parking lot of Valley View Casino Center. So today we sit down with the founder's grandson, Anthony Pretto. Thank you so much for being here on the program. I'm just so glad that you're on here because, the Kobey family just has such a huge legacy here, certainly with Kobey's Swap Meet. What was it like for you growing up in that family?
Well, first off, Chris, I want to thank you and the Valley View Casino Center staff for allowing me to be a part of the POV series. And growing up in the Kobey family was not only a tremendous honor, but it's been a great learning experience for me as a human being. I got to grow up in a very unique business setting in the sense of a swap meet is not your typical business. Yeah. And at the same time, being a part of the operations of a 3-day-a-week business, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's been an amazing opportunity, not only working with the Valley View Casino Center staff, but at the same time working with the thousands of vendors out here every weekend.
Sure. And I want to know just how this business operates, because certainly there's Kobey's Swap Meet, but then you have all these other businesses within a business.
Correct. So here at Kobey's Swap Meet, on any given day, there's on average, over 300 regulated City of San Diego businesses here operating. So, for example, on a Saturday, we'll expect anywhere from 400 to 500 businesses, and then Sundays, our biggest day, we have anywhere from 600 to 800 vendors. And every one of those sellers either has a seller's permit from the State Board of Equalization, State of California, and then they also have a city license from the City of San Diego. Now, if you're just having a garage sale, there are no permits required. You just purchase a ticket from us, come out here, throw out all your stuff, and sell it. Yeah. But for those people looking to run their small businesses, they have to go through all those proper regulations and jurisdictions so that they are following state and local law. But yeah, no, it's kind of amazing melting pot of so many different types of people. Everybody selling your old used clothes to people trying to start kickstarting the new product.
Sure. And the variety, you talk about the variety. I mean, I will tell anybody, if you buy socks from anywhere but the swap meet, you're wasting your money.
That's exactly right. I mean, on any given day, there's probably 5 sock vendors out here, and they sell them 2 for $5 or 4 for $10. There is so much variety out here. Like right behind us, there's a big produce stand. We have dollar stands, and then we have all of your garage sellers, people like you and me that come out here and sell their old stuff. But at the same time, there's people that come out here and they sell new furniture, new goods that may have been returns from other stores. There's just so many great deals to be had. You just have to look for those diamonds in the rough, as they say.
And people are finding them, right? And people are essentially decorating their whole homes with this.
They are. So actually, my wife and I, before we got married, we outfitted our previous apartment full of stuff from Kobey's Swap Meet. So couches, TV stands, bedroom furniture. It was amazing. I mean, not only you're saving money, but at the same time, you're reusing this item that would have been, let's say, thrown away. You're giving it another life. So whether people are rehabbing the furniture, putting their own decorative tip on it, or they're just taking it from somebody else's house and doing somebody else's. Yeah. So it's just absolutely amazing the different personalities that are out here and what they might do with something that somebody else might think is trash.
And very practically, how would somebody go about being a seller here?
So basically, if you're just looking to have a garage sale like you or I, you would come to our offices and reserve a space. It's $20 to sell on a Friday, $40 to sell on a Saturday or Sunday, and we provide you 2 parking stalls, large enough for you to park your vehicle in the back and then sell out of the front. We also have table rentals, canopy rentals, clothing racks, but if you're just selling your own stuff, you can just literally throw it out on the ground and start the haggle situation, that free enterprise, and turn your stuff into cash.
And like the Valley View Casino Center, formerly the San Diego Sports Arena, just, this business has a legacy as well in the city of San Diego. People know your grandfather, Monty Kobey, starting the business in 1976. Tell me about just sort of the advent of this business and how it came to be.
So yeah, like you mentioned, my grandfather started San Diego Swap Meet in 1976 at the old Midway Drive-In right on the corner of West Point Loma and Sports Arena Boulevard, right where the Soup Plantation sits now. And that used to be old drive-in theater. And he ran that there for about 3 years. It was a small swap meet, about anywhere from 13 to 20 sellers, a couple hundred shoppers, nothing huge. But then in 1979, he got an opportunity to come here to the Sports Arena, the Valley View Casino Center, and that's when Kobey's Swap Meet was born. Overnight, we turned into the sensation where we were the premier outdoor market here in San Diego. And because of that, he was then able to put his face up on the billboard and say, come on down to my swap meet, sell with us here at Kobey's. And he built that brand. He built a name for himself here in San Diego, which is still remembered to this day by so many people. People coming up to me and say, Anthony, I remember your grandfather. I tell you this story. And I'm like, oh my word, it's crazy how his legacy has lived on to this day, and I'm sure it'll continue to live on for many years forward.
And I think it's so cool that you have a grandfather who was one of those guys in the city of San Diego, or name your city, who just had his face out there, and I'm sure you try to carry that legacy on.
No, without a doubt. I try my best to represent not only my grandfather as best as I can, but also my family's name, the Pretto and the Kobey family. It's a tremendous honor to continue to live through his legacy and represent our family, because we do take a lot of pride and passion in our business, and at the same time we do appreciate the support of all of our vendors and shoppers, because we wouldn't be here without them. So Kobey's is a success because of all of our dedicated sellers and shoppers that are out here every weekend.
Sure, and I think, the family legacy, you've talked about that, and, kind of growing up here at Kobey's. And so let's take a quick break, because I want people to see some of the early commercials.
Born to shop, shop at the swap.
Kobey.
Born to shop, shop at the swap.
In the delivery room when I was born, the doctor and the nurse were surprised. My mama went to hold me, I said, take me down to Kobey's. That was when they realized I was born to shop at the swap. Shop at Kobey Swap Meet at the sports arena.
So that's the commercial that, when you were a kid was running. And I mean, really the message is you were born to shop, man.
That's right. So I was born in 1988, and my grandfather tragically had some serious health conditions, and he passed away in 1989. And so after that, my family thought that they wanted to bring forward this new campaign of the next generation is here, and they're here to shop. And so that was my generation and our generation, young people now in their 30s. And so they moved forward with this campaign all about the next people that should be shopping out here at Kobey's, and that there are so many great bargains to be had, and that you just got to give Kobey's a chance and come on down here and shop on the weekends.
And the next generation is here.
You're exactly right. And so my wife and I just gave birth, actually now almost a year later, to two identical girls, identical twins, Sophia and Isabella. And so they're almost a year old now. So now we're entering into our fourth generation of the Kobey and Pretto family. And I'm sure it won't be too much longer until they're out here, hopefully working for the family in the family business.
And tell me about some of the other family members, because I'm really glad that you're here representing the family, but I know that, you're just kind of like the tip of the iceberg.
No, that's exactly right. So on any given weekend, we have up to about 40 to 50 staff members working for us, but at the same time, we're still a big family out here. So my mother, Kimberly, is our president, and she handles all the operations alongside my dad, Chuck, and he's our vice president. My uncle, Joe Pretto, he's actually our director of sellers, so he handles all the vendor operations and dealing with the vendors. And then I have cousins that work in our cashier box office selling the tickets for people to come inside. And then I have other cousins that are out here sweeping the parking lot on the weekends. So it is just amazing how we've continued to keep that family legacy out here, working out here on the forefront with our shoppers and sellers.
And talk to me about the location, Valley View Casino Center parking lot. So much visibility here. Important to you?
100%. This location is amazing. I mean, we're right here in the center of San Diego. You can't get any more in the heart of San Diego. Right on the Pacific Ocean, right along the 8 freeway. I mean, in Point Loma, we're close to the beaches, but yet we're so centrally located that anybody can find us. And we have so many people from all over San Diego County that come here and shop on the weekends because we're so centrally located. It gives us great exposure for people in all of the surrounding neighborhoods.
And certainly when, you hear from the city of San Diego about, lease extensions, what's going to happen with this property, what's not going to happen with this property. Yep. How important is it for you, these lease extensions?
They're extremely important because, like you and I have discussed, we're about the same age. I just turned 30, and I want to continue to be here on this parking lot for the foreseeable future. And I know that won't be forever, but at the same time, whether it be 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, who knows, It's extremely critical because this operation has been here for over 38 years, and we feel that we're a huge part of the San Diego community, and Kobey's is a huge catalyst for so many small businesses in San Diego. So whether it be for a short-term lease or a longer lease is extremely critical for the viability of our shoppers and our sellers.
And I'm sure you guys, have an office here nearby and sit around, kind of talk about what's next for Kobey's, what's the future. What do you guys discuss?
So we have looked at other locations. Let's say per se that another sports arena was to be built in another part of San Diego. We understand that may happen at some point or another, but at the same time, we're trying to live in the now and work and figure out ways on how to improve the business for the foreseeable future. We have looked at other parts of San Diego, but we realize that the Point Loma Sports Arena area has been such a big part of our history and the Kobey history. So at the same time, we want to stay here for the foreseeable future, however many more years that may be.
Well, Anthony, thank you so much for joining us here on POV, and here's to many, many more years, I think, of working together.
I appreciate the opportunity, Chris, for being a part of your POV series, and I hope to see everybody come on down here to Kobey Swap Meet and shop or sell with us on any given Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you, Chris.
And we hope to see you here at Kobey's Swap Meet, held every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the parking lot of Valley View Casino Center from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's 3500 Sports Arena Boulevard. And we hope to see you across the way at Valley View Casino Center. We have a lot of really fantastic shows coming up, including Andrea Bocelli on June 21st, Summer Jam featuring Warren G and Coolio on June 23rd, and Sam Smith September 1st. And did you know the San Diego Gulls and Valley View Casino Center sold 163,000 $2 Bud Lights during the 2017-2018 season? That's during $2 Bud Light nights held on Friday Gulls games. A local charity, Boys to Men Mentoring, recycled all those cans and raised $5,000. We'll see you next season for more Bud Light nights, and we'll see you much sooner here on POV. We hope in the meantime you follow us on all of our social channels. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. See you next time.